Okay, we're good.
Sweet. So I, over here, Jimmy, hello, am on the play with a 6-card hand.
And I, Craig, hello. I'm on the draw with a 6-card hand.
As you can see, I am playing Magic the way that Garfield intended. So it's going to take me a long time to shuffle in between matches, and for that I apologize in advance. But for now, I mountain pass.
Okay. Draw a card. Play a forest and pass.
Okay.
Getting excited.
Hooey. I'm gonna say mountain, and then Goma Fadag Vanguard.
Ooh, yes, I definitely have to read him. Whenever Golden Vanguard attacks, target creature from controls and power less than or equal to the number of warriors you control can't block this turn. Okay. Very nice.
And I pass to you.
Okay. Draw. Let's play a Plains and tap those for a Dauntless Survivor.
Cool.
And when Dauntless Survivor enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature.
Yep.
So he's going to put it on himself.
Sweet.
And say go.
I did tap my lands before, LOL. I'll go ahead and Fissure Wizard enters the battlefield. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. And I will
Nice.
discard. Could be an outrider.
All right.
Draw a card. And then I'll pass. And I'll go
Alright.
grab my dice that I forgot.
Oh, yep. I'm going to use one of the big dice. Because that's how I roll. We'll wait till he gets back. And untap. Just draw a turn. Let's play a forest. And then pay 3 for a Canyon Jerboa.
Oh, wow.
Whenever a land enters, he gets a +1/+1. Or no, whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, creatures you control get +1/+1 until end of
Wow.
turn.
All right.
He's not the card I thought he was. And pass.
Okay. Let's just play this, and then how many in hand again? Like 4 or
4.
5? 4. Yeah, I'll play a Grotag Night Runner. So
Ooh.
whenever it deals combat damage to a player, exile the top card of my library. I may play that card this turn.
Very cool.
All you.
All right. Draw.
See, look at this. You were questioning the party mechanic? I already got a party of 3.
That's all right. Starting to wish I had some removal over here.
Mhm.
Let's play a swamp.
Oh, God. 3 colors.
Yeah, yeah, we're going 3 color this
No.
time, which triggers him to get a +1 counter until end of turn. And then let's
I think it's both of them get +1/+1. Is that right?
yes, both. Sorry,
Sweet.
creatures. Pay 4 for a Canopy Ballot.
Okay.
He has landfall. Whenever a land enters, he gets +2/+2 until end of turn.
Oh, golly. Okay.
Move to combat
Yeah.
and attack you for 3.
No blocks.
All right. First blood. Bow.
Nice. Got him.
And go ahead.
Um,
Yep. Well, you guys, 2-2. Oh, the other one's exile. That's right. Yep. Okay. We're good. Oh, yeah, well, that's too long. I said. Yep. I said. Sorry. Take 4.
I'll go ahead and play Cliff Having Kite Sail.
Ooh.
So when it enters, I attach it to something. Gives a creature flying.
Very
it's got an
nice.
equip cost of 2. So be afraid. Then I'll swing for 2 in the air. What does this say exactly? Attacks target creature and opponent controls power less than or equal to the number of warriors you control cannot block this turn. So, attack with this. Because that only has a power of 1 and I have 1 warrior.
The Jerboa cannot block.
Correct.
Yes. Okay.
And I guess I attack with all of them actually. So that's 6 coming at you.
I can't draw a creature.
Battlefield, you can discard a card. If you do draw a card. 6, huh?
Mm-hmm. 2's in the air.
And
And it's going to draw me a card no matter what. Well,
Right, exile. But can it only be played this turn?
yes, I believe so.
Okay. Let's block this guy, and I will take 4.
Okay, so before damage,
Mhm.
I'll go ahead and Sizzling Barrage.
Very nice.
Deals 4 damage to target creature that blocked this turn.
Okay. So that he is now dead.
And then you'll take
And I'll
4
take
from
4
damage.
to 16.
You'll
And you
exile
do the thing.
the top card of my library.
Uh-huh.
I may play it this turn, except it's exiled. So there goes my Thundering Spark Mage.
All part of my master plan.
Yep.
We
Well,
should-
you exiled one of my better party payoff cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's it. Go ahead.
Okay. Untap. Draw.
So first it would do combat damage, so it would do that to 0 at the end of dying. But then after that, we gain number life. And beginning of my end step, if I have 35 life or more, then you lose the game. Yeah.
Yep. Let's play a planes.
But then I proceeded to draw no
Trigger. And then pay 5 for a Dreadworm.
Hooey.
Whenever a land enters the battlefield,
Yeah.
he gets indestructible.
Oh yeah, that's really bad. for me.
Let's move to combat
Sure.
and attack you for 5.
Yep. Down to 12.
Yeah,
And
Oh, where is she? There we are.
I will say go.
Okay. Well, that's really not good for us.
Alright, well, I should cast something this turn, surprisingly.
You have 4 things in the board I would want.
I know, but
You're saying you can get, so you have 4 creatures on the board.
everything in my hand was 5 mana.
I don't know what you're complaining about.
Pass.
Look. Go ahead. Draw 4 straight away.
I'll go ahead and play Valakut Exploration.
Ooh.
So it's got landfall.
Mhm.
Whenever land enters the battlefield under control, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card for as long as it remains exiled.
Oh,
So
that's
that's
nice.
these 2 cards are what I was talking about. And it's like
Yeah.
I might want to go over 40. At the beginning of my end step, if there are any cards exiled with this, put them into their owner's graveyard. Then Valakut Exploration deals that much damage to each opponent. So if it exiles a 4-cost card and I don't play it, then it'll deal 4 damage to you.
Really? But then, and once it's in the graveyard, you can no longer play it, right? Or-
Yeah, graveyard. It's graveyard.
Oh.
It'll be in my graveyard, so I can either play it or the thing will end up in my graveyard.
Gotcha.
And it'll deal damage to you.
That's very nice.
So I'll go ahead and move to combat,
Yep.
and I'll swing 2 in the air at you.
Okay. I will take the 2, going to
So
14.
then I'll exile a card with the Night Rod.
Mm-hmm.
This is my this. So Skyclave Cleric. I could cast it for that, or I could make it a land. Make a land. So I'm
Very
gonna play
nice.
that, and then trigger.
Angel Destiny's
Yep.
Exile the top card of my library as a Kitesail Cleric. Well, I cannot play it,
Mhm.
so
It will graveyard and
deal 1
ping
damage
me.
to you.
Nice.
Yep. And
Just
your turn, yeah.
Okay.
making sure.
Let's untap.
Trigger goes on the stack, right?
Draw.
Or save action.
The first.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So I put him to -2 and then,
Yeah,
with the trigger on the stack, he's still dead.
Yes.
Oh, you need it for
Making sure
Yep,
that.
state-based actions. So yeah, I guess we could explain that for the camera.
Yeah.
So you deal the damage, which puts Elias at, in this instance, it was -2.
Yeah.
And then you put all those life gain triggers
Let's-
on the stack. But then as soon as any player would have priority,
Pay 4
state-based actions goes, oh,
to
you're at
cast
-2.
Nissa's Zendikar. Enchant land. Enchanted land is a 4/4 elemental creature with reach and haste. It is still a land.
35.
Yeah, we
And when
actually
it
talked about it
dies,
in our, we
return.
did a
When the
short
enchanted land dies, return the land to my hand.
Okay.
I just.
So we're gonna enchant this land.
Well, yeah.
Make it a
I
4/4.
was pretty sure I just wanted to make sure that everybody understood the.
And then let's
That's the way.
play a land for
Yeah.
turn.
Big
Yep.
oof.
Yeah, I knew it was. 'Cause we had a
With you too, it's like.
And then go to combat
Yep.
and swing for
Yeah, I brought that up
3,
because everyone was like, "Oh, it's life."
5,
No, not quite.
Well, because everybody does.
Like
11.
Spirit Link.
Everybody does the take
5,
2
5, so
gain 2.
16.
Yes. Yeah, we
Which is
talked
amazing
about.
when you give it lifelink and it has that.
Right. Yeah, we talked about how people might go shortcutting and go, okay, well, I'll take 2 and gain 2, and I'm still at 2.
No.
Nope.
And this particular card, in this
Pretty
particular
unfortunate,
Okay.
but that has to be what it is.
Yep.
Ian has
So
the same card.
those will die,
Like,
and
I'm
you'll
not
take
sure I
5.
actually got the instant for it.
Yep. Seems that way.
All right.
Down to 7.
And pass.
Basically,
Right.
it's a clear
Tap.
He's complaining, he's got the freaking good angel complaining.
Because you have a death touch,
I have
because
one
they
creature
both
in the
do
world
one
that's
hit.
complaining. I'm like, dude, you have like 6 creatures, stop complaining.
I just can't attack anyone.
Yes, you can.
All right.
It's
Well, I'll swing for 2.
Yep. Down to 11.
Sizzling Barrage.
Ooh.
What's that?
So that's just exiled.
Because it's a creature that blocked, right?
Rick was.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So I have nothing blocked, and
Right.
it's exiled with this, so it's not going out of the Valakut. Go ahead and play. Not
I can
like that.
find one death touch.
Play that.
There you go.
Trigger.
Because the 2 will hit my
Exile. Synchronized Spellcraft.
Ooh.
Yeah,
It's got a lot of text.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so it would like kind of do something for me. Unfortunately, I'm always 1 land short. And,
Yeah.
And what I think is, this is only 1 game, obviously,
Mhm.
but I think I actually do need to go up a land in this deck, which I'll do right after this probably.
Okay.
Kargan War Leader.
Yep.
And what was the trigger on that guy here?
End of turn. This deals 5 damage to you.
Yep.
So I actually got kind of close, but I think your turn you just swing at me and that's it. So
Well,
yeah, he's from here.
maybe.
yeah, well, go ahead.
Untap. Let's play it
Let's see
out
what you
because
got.
you very well may survive this turn. You organize those. Draw for turn.
Yeah, but if I do 11 damage to you, you still lose the game because
Yes, I feel like I also need to go with plans.
Go ahead.
Okay, so let's. Is it 3/3? Oh, because he's tapped.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that is lethal. I'll
Yep.
just swing with everything.
Okay.
For some reason, I was thinking he was going to be
Yeah.
able to block.
No, but it's my responsibility as a player. If you say let's play it out, then I'm like, well,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
if Craig's gonna miss something, for me.
If Craig's gonna
That's
miss,
fine.
if Craig can miss something, he probably will.
Shoot, I gotta remember not to shuffle the lands in.
Oh yeah.
I should always have sleeves.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said
Hey,
that.
hey,
He
man.
said that.
It's mostly the Paragon.
The big thing though is it actually triggers twice.
I am.
I'm gonna grab one of my cool Zendikar lands.
All right.
Because it's double strike, it actually triggers twice.
Oh, sure.
So, I mean,
Take
it's
a
a
die on the first strike and combat damage too.
I don't think you should be
Yeah.
worried about.
Oh, yeah. 18. Sorry.
I am also going to add one land in between games, and then we're going to run it back with 41 cards.
Worry about the game just sitting there, like just like that.
We'll worry about trimming next time if we need to.
I wasn't sure if you noticed.
My guy first strike couldn't have closed that.
Oh, but we are recording.
We're just recording.
Yeah. So I'm talking to people that will potentially watch this someday. Yes.
Yep.
By then, I'll be a week older. Think about that for all you time travelers.
I'm sorry, guys. I just need my cool Zendikar land. It's very important.
Oh, I already said the highlight of my night is playing with my full art basics.
Oh. Well, I guess I was just not smart enough to put the lands in a place that I could find them. So,
Oh.
so whatever.
Yeah, hold on.
Try one more really quick.
Take 5. So 13.
And for those of you looking at my sleeves and going, wow, those look really rough, they are brand new, pack fresh, and have been shuffled approximately 15, 20 times since the beginning of the night, and they already look like garbage.
Well, they look a lot better than my cards are going to look by the end of the night.
Oh boy.
All right. Guys, remember how I said it was going to take me a while to shuffle? Thankfully, I spent 5 minutes looking for one specific mountain for some reason. And then I started shuffling.
Matt needs to float Jimmy a pack of draft sleeves.
No, I don't want more sleeves.
Oh, yeah.
I have 7 unopened boxes of sleeves at home.
I have an entire fat pack box of like
Oh
extra
my
sets
God.
of sleeves that I'm not currently using. And most of them are in pretty good shape. But I went through a phase where I kept buying like different colors and different designs. And
Mhm.
it's like, in the end, regular old black ones are always just handy. But anytime they come out with a new sleeve that has some dragon on it, I'm like, gotta have them.
This is so. You guys have to watch this, and I apologize. I only ever learned to shuffle the one magic way. I cannot shuffle the deck of cards in any other fashion. So this is pitiful. Please empathize with me. Write in the comments how sorry you feel for me.
F's in the chat for Jimmy's
Yeah.
shuffling. Well, we don't have chat.
Maybe it'll motivate me to learn.
You don't really want to like bend your cards though, right?
No, I don't.
So why would you want to learn?
Well, I mean, I could be doing this, but faster.
Oh, sure.
You know.
I mean, if you rotate them
Oh,
90
see, look at
degrees,
that.
it'll be a little easier too.
If I rotate them, what?
90 degrees.
Like this?
Yeah.
Oh,
That
see,
would be a
look
little
at.
easier.
Oh, Matt's coming through for us.
I'm a fan of 98.
Never mind.
Matt, no.
I failed.
Matt, you betrayed me. Okay. Well, no more taking advice from Matt.
It's never a good idea.
Hey now.
I mean, sometimes. He tends to give me advice when we're playing against each other, and so then I know that it's bad advice.
All right.
He's like,
41
oh, sure,
card
you
aggregate.
could cast that spell and wipe the board, but... And I'm like, oh, no, should I not
What if
cast
what
the
if I
spell
have
and
two
wipe the
creatures
board?
coming out next turn and then you have to deal
Are
with
we
them?
are we ready for cuts?
Yes.
Middle?
Middle's good.
Great.
He gets inside your head and then makes you draw all lands.
Hey, you know what? I'm a blue player.
Yes. And it shows.
Oh, we forgot to mention that this is round 1.
It is round 1.
No, it's not round 1 because this is an unsanctioned.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There are no
Oh,
rounds.
At
Matt,
home.
Craig and I are running our own pre-release.
Oh!
Right here at this table.
Yes, we're sanctioned.
Okay.
Sanctioned by
We've
me,
sanctioned
for
us.
me.
Okay. This looks like a hand. Oh, wait. No, that looks bad. Well, I'll keep it anyway.
I, too, will keep this.
I'll be on the play.
Awesome.
All right. Planes. Go ahead.
Let's draw a card. play a swamp, and say go.
Oh, yes. Yes. We hate turn 1 plays in this household. We love our turn 2 plays, however.
Ooh.
Luminarch Aspirant!
Oh, he's the +1 guy.
My very first draft, somebody did this to me, so now I'm paying it forward.
All right.
I'm gonna move to combat. I'm gonna
Yep.
put a shiny new +1/+1 counter on my aspirant, and
Very
then
nice.
I'll go ahead and pass it to you.
Okay. Let's draw a card. Let's play an exceptionally good-looking forest.
Too true.
And he's going to be a 3/3 next turn.
That's yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, he gets pretty big. Let's look for answers. I'm going to cast Adventure Awaits,
Okay.
in which I look at the top 5 cards in my library, reveal a creature card from among them, put it in my hand.
Okay.
If I don't put a card in, the rest go on the bottom of the library. If I don't put a card in my hand, I draw a card.
Cool.
2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I am not going to put a card in my hand.
Whew. Okay. Luck of the draw. Let's see it.
They tell you.
So
I
I
mean,
will
I know
draw.
you don't have to show me, but
And I will say go, sir.
sweet, 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 sweet.
I mean, I put it in the deck. I have to cast it, right?
All right, so we're gonna play another planes.
Mhm.
So you notice I can only draw one of any given color each game,
That's interesting.
but that's I'm gonna say brazenly, one color's all we need. I'm gonna get this flying.
Very nice.
Move to combat.
Yep.
Now it's a 3/3. Now she's swinging at you.
I'm taking 3
All right, good. On to you.
in the air. Makes it sting more. Untap. Draw.
Yeah, it's like we can't, that copy can't make the copy.
Right, right.
Wizard, cleric.
Let's play a good-looking swamp.
Okie dokes.
And I will pay 3 for Grakmaw.
Oh, sweet.
When he enters, he gets 3 counters. When another creature with a counter dies, he gets a counter. And when he dies, you make a Hydra with the number of counters that he had when he died.
I'm so happy you pulled that.
Yeah, me too. And I will pass.
Okay.
Doesn't do much against your flying house over there.
Untap.
Yep,
Draw.
that's actually as much as I can.
Ho ho ho. Second color.
Mm-hmm.
Spitfire Lagak. It's got landfall, deal 1 damage to you.
Okay.
Then I'll move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 4/4.
Yep. Taking 4,
Oh
down to
man.
13.
Who said this set had bad flyers? Go ahead.
Equipment's good in limited. It just is.
I mean, this equipment is.
Yes.
Equipping when it enters is pretty sweet. Open for
I
free,
do
I mean.
like that. It's going to make some interesting things.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's. Let's play a bright climb pathway. As
Mm-hmm.
I guess I could have flipped it over, but I want white this time. So. Yep. Let's pay 4 for a Prowling Felidar. When the
Ooh.
land enters, he gets a counter.
Nice.
And I will pass.
Okay. So when Grakmaw dies, what happens?
He makes, when he dies, you make a black and green Hydra XX, where X is the number of +1 counters on him.
Okay,
So if he dies as a 3/3, you get a 3/3.
gotcha.
So not bad
And
for
what
3
adds
mana.
counters to him?
When another creature with a counter dies.
Oh man. All right. All right. Well, we're going to play our friend Valakut Exploration.
Nice.
Tap this, return this back.
and then play a land. So we
Mhm.
get 2 landfall triggers.
Yep.
One. Well, let's do the exploration first.
Oh, okay.
So we'll exile. Ah.
What are
Would
the
you know
odds?
it? Yeah, the odds are quite low.
That pings me.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
to 12.
I'll move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Bring this up to 5/5,
Yep.
and then swing for 5 in the air,
Taking 5, going down to 7. Ooh.
and then move to my end step. This guy's gonna hit you for 4.
Yeah, we're down to 3. Boy, that
It doesn't go
went fast.
Oh, it was my goblin that I killed him last time, wasn't it? I don't remember him dealing 4 damage to you.
No, but he did get permanently exiled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, that's doing damage. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw.
Oh, God. Is it just in mine? Is it
Yeah, you got it.
Oh no, you've got such a big hand.
And I have no one to kill this thing.
Oh man, see this is like the dream combo right
Oh,
here.
yes, for sure. He is, yeah, he's a good cleric.
Really, really tough to deal with when it's played on turn 2,
Mhm.
for sure.
Well, because he comes down on 2, and by 3, he's already a 3/3 swinging. And then just, I mean, and I think that even in constructed later on, even if you're not putting counters on him, you'd be putting them on something else.
Oh sure, yeah. If there is a white weenies
Oh, there
archetype,
will-
that's in there. I'm
There
sure.
will be a white weenies. I will see to it personally.
I think I saw a lot of people messing with Celestia tokens. And
Mhm.
I don't know that that's viable because it rarely is, but it did work in Ravnica formats. So
Yeah, there's potential there.
but yeah. Do you have anything, or do you
I
want
do
to move
not.
on?
Game 3?
Yeah. See, that was adding that additional Zendikar land that I think solidified that victory for me.
It's very nice.
So, when you guys at home, you ever have a tough game of Magic and you're wondering what to do for the game 2, just add a land.
Also,
You know?
keep a sketchy hand.
Sketch hands are fun.
Make sure you look at bad hands and you say, this is worth keeping to me.
Yeah. Now, before game 3, I'm going to add one more card to my deck.
Oh
Just
my.
because
plan.
I want to see it once. Where is it?
I got my pre-release promo in here. I'm hoping I get to play that at least one time.
That is what I'm at.
Ah.
It might as well. We're going to go out with a bang.
Maybe ours will get to square off against each other.
That'll be fun. All right, and I will take the play this time. Boy,
Oh
that-
god.
the discarding and pinging off those mana
Yeah,
costs is really, yeah.
That's a fun card. It's really good and limited for sure.
Oh, yeah. What's it? It's a 4 drop or 3 drop?
3.
3 drop.
Yeah, it's a little awkward because it takes like a couple turns for it to get like actually good because when you play it,
It's not-
you kind of want to activate it to do damage, but
Mhm.
you also don't have the option of playing the card if you wanted to. So.
Right, so you're automatically binning whatever you drop.
Right.
Almost most of the time.
Yeah, the unfortunate thing is that it even feels bad in this format to like lose a land to that trigger though,
Oh,
because
yeah.
you're like, oh, lands are valuable trigger activators.
Right.
So it's a little weird.
And they don't ping when they go to the graveyard.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like I mean, that's a specific card in this set, but like I think between the party mechanic and landfall and the things that are lands and spells, there's just so much decision making in deck building and in playing.
Oh, yeah. It's going to be... We'll see, give it a couple weeks to stabilize. We'll see how it plays out. But I think it's going to be very interesting. And you got to think, this is now the set that we're going to have in standard for the longest.
Yeah.
So this
yeah.
is going to kind of set the curve going
Yeah.
forward, which also gives us plenty of time to get a handle on these new mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, by Christmas, there's going to be some... Definitely by Christmas, but...
Well, party
Probably
too.
earlier.
Like we don't know how well party mechanics are going to do for the next 2 years,
Right.
because every set undoubtedly is going to add cards that affect
Oh, yeah.
that archetype.
Well, and some folks were saying it's setting the bar for the D&D set that they're doing
Right,
next
right.
year, which is some of my friends who are big D&D heads are insanely excited about.
That's cool to
They
hear.
don't even play Magic, but then it's like, so you're telling me you're going to buy a bunch of cards just to look at? They're like, yeah. No.
Yeah, you want to cut? Middle?
Yeah, let's go middle.
For
And you've got the player,
I'm
right?
on the play. Good luck, sir.
Mm-hmm. You too.
Yes, I play green white. Yeah, but they definitely don't see.
Here it is, the God Hand.
and then I think what the other one was.
Well, I'll keep.
Oh, okay. So
I know I'm
got
supposed to wait, but
all that, and then
I will keep as well. Yeah, let's do it.
I've seen a staggeringly low number of cards in this game. Like, I keep seeing similar ones.
Well, game 2 was a little quick.
Yeah,
That's what I was going to say. So you're enchantment. That's not legendary, is it?
I don't believe so.
So potentially with multiples, you could have some really insane type turns. Not in limited, obviously, but in constructed.
Yeah, that's interesting. It might be legendary. I'm not sure. We'll
If we see it
if we
again,
can get
we'll
a look.
make a
Yeah.
point to look.
I mean, I'm not going to reveal whether or not it's in my hand right now, but
Right. I understand. Okay, let's go. Awesome Plains. And
Are you guys done?
pay 1 for Archpriest of Iona.
whoa.
Ionia? Iowa? Iona.
What does that do?
His power is equal to the number of creatures in your party.
Oh no,
So
that's
currently
so good.
he is a 1/2.
Okay.
And if you have a full party, at the beginning of combat, target creature gets +1/+1 and flying until end of turn.
Okay, wow. That's such a scary turn 1 play.
And I will pass.
You did not mulligan, did you?
I did not.
Wow, so that was the good. Oh, man. Alright, well. You want to turn 1? Oh, that's not a flyer, is it?
No, he's not a flyer yet.
Okay. Well then. You know, I'll play mine.
Your turn 1 flyer.
Turn 1 flyer. Go
Okay.
ahead.
When Kitesail
Good, pal.
Cleric enters the battlefield. Oh, if it was kicked.
Yeah, no kicker ability, so it's irrelevant.
And
But
it
go
ta-
ahead.
this is the one that taps, right?
Yep, it
Oh.
taps up to 2 target creatures.
If kicked, yeah.
When I pay 4 to play it. Yep.
Okay. Untap. Draw. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that.
Let's play a forest. Go to combat.
Sure.
Attack you for 1.
Yeah, man. I love taking 1 damage.
And I will pass.
Why are you leaving mana open? Alright, are you ready for this turn 2 play?
I am.
It's gonna look staggeringly familiar.
Oh, there he is.
Boom. Move to combat.
Before combat, let's cast Kabira Takedown.
Okay.
Deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature or planeswalker.
Ah.
Let's target this guy,
The cleric?
Yes.
So it deals
So it will deal
damage
1
equal
damage.
to the number of creatures you control?
Yes.
Wow, that seems good. Oh, that seems like a solid land or spell keep. Wow.
You know,
That-
from most of the stuff that I've heard about the land spells, though, you really want them to either be a land or a powerful late spell.
Really?
But the kill spell's
mean-
always good.
Yeah, I think that has enough potential to be very strong. It's only 2 mana to cast?
Yes.
And
So it's a
you
2
can,
mana
like,
instant.
in limited, when you end up with a board stall, that's a great card.
Yeah.
So that sounds like one of those cards then, I guess. So now it's combat.
Yep.
I guess I'm just gonna put the counter on this guy.
Deal. Save myself 2 damage for a turn.
Go ahead.
Okay. Untap.
What?
Draw.
That raid bombardment now is the new card that you can
I saw something board state
Let's
like
play.
Or one person had
We're
like
gonna flip it.
play 45 million.
Look at that, it's
I played
magic.
against
Oh,
those
wow.
insects.
Play a Grim Climb pathway.
Oh, this is magic.
Yeah. And then I will pay 3
Oh.
for a Scoot Swarm.
Cast Genesis Ultimatum.
No.
Whenever land enters, I make a insect. And if I control 6 or more lands, create a token that's a copy of
Oh
Scoot Swarm instead.
no.
Played, they kicked
And
it,
I will
I don't know what it is.
pass.
+2 counters on all your creatures.
No.
Like 8 insects.
It's gonna get so out of hand.
Frick is
I don't think
just
it's getting any better than that rotation.
no. I'm like, give me a storm threat. Give me everything. It's like 2 tough. So I can't do anything.
What am I supposed to do?
Is that what you played against? I'm like, how do you play against that?
Man, so like my first draft game, I've played like 2 draft games so far. My first one, somebody beat me out by playing this card. And then the second game, somebody beat me out by playing that card.
I feel that these two cards go exceptionally well together.
Oh yeah, sure, for sure.
But yeah, I've seen some in the early access streamer. I saw somebody do really nuts things.
It's so cool that you got the showcase frame too.
Yeah, it's neato.
So I guess I'm going to. I'm gonna play an expedition healer.
What does the regular one look like? I don't think I've seen that one.
It just looks kind of like a, a bug card.
Okay.
They all look the same to me
Right.
when they're just a beetle or something. But
So vigilance.
yeah, vigilance has lifelink as long as I control another cleric, like I do right there. I'll go ahead and move to combat,
Okay.
and I'll go ahead and put this. Does not have two counters, surely.
No, he
that
has
only has
one.
one. Put the counter there.
Yeah, seems good.
And I'll move to combat and swing for 2.
I will take 2. Go to 18.
And then I'll play Fancy Land.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Okay. Untap. Draw.
So when does that ability change? Is it 6 or more lands?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Then you start making copies. So let's first pay 3 for a Scoot Swarm.
Craig, is that a joke?
No.
Is that a...
I got 2. And they're
Both
one's,
show points, one's foil?
Yeah. It's not even my
That's what you're
promo.
playing against me?
Yeah. And then
That was a great play. Nice job.
land for turn and make 2 bugs.
That's unnatural.
I didn't think I would see them.
That's
they were both in my
horrifying.
opening hand, which is why I kept. So I'm gonna just.
So you weren't kidding when you said this is going to be a god hand.
Yeah.
You just have impossible luck.
Okay. And I will pass. We need to get a few more going,
Yeah, well, I have a feeling it's going to happen pretty fast.
and he's gonna get really big, and he's got lifelink. So
It's not going to get that
if
big, I
anything can
promise.
shut down my Scoot Swarm, it'll be him.
Okay,
Another.
okay. What do we do here?
Yeah.
Play land, move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
Counter.
Yep.
And then I'm going to swing for 4.
Nothing to attach it to, huh?
It's just like 3 turns later.
For 4.
Yep, it's got vigilance and lifelink. Pretty good card.
Very good card.
We're gonna put all 5 on the bottom.
That's not a bad card, though.
The great card. We're gonna draw 6.
Why not? This is one of your greater. They put about real average. That's good.
I will take the 4.
Okay, then I'll go up to 23.
Very nice.
I played one
Let's take it.
And how many in hand?
2.
So you don't have that many landfall triggers.
No, which is going to be a problem.
That's pretty interesting. Maybe I don't have too many reasons to be afraid here. We're going to play our Spitfire Lagak.
Ooh. He pings me, right? Yep.
Yep, landfall ping. All right, go ahead.
All right. Untap.
I'm having the
Draw.
So you haven't even drawn your pre-release foil.
No. That's what I added. I'm going to need that.
Boy.
Hopefully it's next. Let's organize these real quick. Let's...
Every time you play land, you get a 1/1 insect, and then if you have 6 or more land, you get a copy of it.
It's not probably
And you play another land, now you can
Play a forest.
Okay.
2 more things.
All right. Well, you are very close now.
Yep.
Alright, I'm gonna play
play that.
As we are approaching the
We gotta do it. Let's pay 4.
but then I draw a card.
for Mrs. Zendikar.
Yeah.
Oh, this turn.
Enchant the forest into a 4/4.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it was meant to do that.
Move to combat.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
And then I'm gonna do rapid bite and 4 to that. And then I'm gonna swing for
And attack you for 4.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
And take it.
Okay. And pass.
Just one in hand.
Yep, just one in hand.
So it's so bizarre. See, this format just like flips perspectives. Because in any other format, I'd be like, I hope that card is a land.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm like, I hope to God it's anything but a land.
I hope it's a 7 casting, 7 CMC
Please,
creature.
please.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Not that
Um,
Not that I can. No.
oh, that you control. Sure you don't want to?
No, I'm good. I'll say good.
Okay, at least it's not flying, so I'm good with that.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
You have 4 turns.
Hey man, it's not flying, so I'm happy.
Play one for land and
That's a weird trick. I'll swing for 4, man.
I'll go to 12.
Pass.
Nice.
I am going to
Not nice.
move to combat.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna take this up.
Yep.
I'm gonna swing for 5.
We'll block with an insect.
Okay.
So you'll gain 5.
Yep. Up to 24.
Cards are levered into your hand, the rest of them bottom of your lever. Yes. That's right. You at least draw cards there.
I'll go ahead and Fissure Wizard enters discard to draw.
Mhm.
Discard Sizzling Barrage. Draw a card.
Sure. No, I don't remember.
Um,
Oh, I got you.
I'll go ahead and lay this land, ping you for 1.
Yep. 13.
And I'll go ahead and play Gomafata Vanguard.
Ooh.
So that's the warrior. Number of warriors makes it so that your creatures with power equal to that cannot block.
Can't block. Yep.
But that's my only warrior right now. So go ahead.
Okay.
No.
Untap.
No one plays rapid fire. Okay.
Draw.
Oh, that's not nice. 2, so is it 22?
I'll say go.
Hmm.
I thought it would be flying. I was like, oh man. Oh, great. There we go. This is what I need.
Another one.
Yes.
Let's play a forest.
Mm-hmm.
Now, whenever land enters the battlefield under your control, create a 1/1. But that makes 6.
Yeah, so now you get the real stuff. Oh man.
Now it has.
You have different colored dice.
I sure don't.
Oh my
So let's.
Well, whatever. I mean, you can just keep them in different spots.
Yeah.
So, like, we'll know that that pile, the closest pile,
Those are the
is
insects.
insects.
And these are the swarms.
Yeah, right in between your swarm. Sweet.
Perfect. And I will pass.
Okay.
We'll say go.
Okay.
He's got all the miracle cards on. So
Tab.
many tricks up his sleeve.
Draw.
Oh my goodness.
Alright, so I have this vigilance dude.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna equip it, which scares me to equip it with these cards. So I have my vigilant flyers.
Nice. Alright.
And
No cards in hand. One, two. We'll draw.
hey, we're having fun. I never won my first match.
It's so funny. You've got so many creatures, but they're like all
So
power
tiny.
1 except for your forest.
Yeah, we need a way to call.
Stopper.
Oh, here it is.
So I'll play that. Ping you for 1.
Mhm.
Move to combat.
Yep.
Get that sucker up there.
Ooh, this is really good.
Simply a 2-mana 6/6 with vigilance and lifelink. That's NBD. Go ahead.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
What else am I gonna do?
Let's draw.
This card's great.
Like I'm just waiting for you to draw removal and then it's over.
Let's do this first. Let's play the swamp.
Naturally.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, I do have other colored dice, but I don't think I have enough. This is what we're gonna do real quick. I'm gonna turn these insects into these dice. I'm mean, I guess the separating them works, but these guys can be swarms. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. So he's
I think you'll probably want to just represent them as numbers at this point because it's gonna multiply every turn, right?
Yeah,
So I'd use the dots to represent the number you have.
that works. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 Scoots.
Because even like still 2 turns from now, you're gonna roll the dice.
Yeah,
It's
well, we'll
even
switch
doing
to
it
the
like
D20.
this. Oh yeah.
And then let's pay 2 to cast Adventure Awaits.
Okay, what's that do?
That's the look at the top 5.
Oh, sure,
Reveal a creature and put it into my hand, or draw a card.
All right. Jeez, man, how your rares?
I had a pretty good rare pool.
Yeah, and that foil rare too. Does that even count as your rare slot for a pack, or was that the foil slot? I don't know
That
how
was
that
a
works.
foil. Yeah, because so I had 2 rares in that
Wow.
pack. These, however, did not come from the same pack. That would have been epic.
There is no winning if I attack.
Happy front facing.
They still haven't told me, so.
I think we need to reveal Veteran Adventurer.
Oh, okay, sure.
He's
Yep.
He can be anything in your party, and he costs 1 last to cast for everything in your party. And he's a 5/5 vigilance.
Cool.
And then 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, let's cast him.
Mm-hmm.
Move him back a little. And pass.
Okay, I need to draw an answer like that. I need my flying artifact. Please be my flying artifact.
Please don't be the flying artifact.
Okay. Good news.
Uh-oh.
Good news. We get another shot.
We'll pay for it and
Valakut exploration.
And it is not legendary.
It's not. Yeah. That's interesting.
Yeah.
we'll attack you for 8.
So here's where we hope and pray.
Oh yeah, that's right. You choose. That's right. Yeah.
But do you have a land to turn it on?
Oh, of course.
Oh, you sure do.
So-
That's awesome.
First, we're gonna do the Valakut trigger. Why is it always more than I can? It's always more. That would have been so good too.
You're still gonna ping me for 5.
I guess, yeah, I keep complaining about how expensive they are, but I'm hitting you for a lot of damage,
Yeah.
actually. So these are great.
2 more of those and I'm cooked.
Yeah, and I guess that makes you not want to attack as much, maybe? Well, maybe not. I don't think it matters. But so I'll keep this here for now because it doesn't do the damage yet. And then the Spitfire Lagok ping will happen.
11.
And I'll move to combat
This is too
and boost him up. And end my turn, so you'll take 5.
Yep, I am down to 6. Oof.
Go ahead.
Here we go.
There is still no winning here.
Untap. Organize these as I'm doing it. Draw. Three cards in your graveyard.
Yeah. Yep. Don't know why you're asking that.
Oh, you'll see. Let's play.
Oh yeah, the black 8 cards matter.
A Mind Carver. When it enters the battlefield, attach it to target creature.
Okay. Is that a +1 power?
It is a +1/+0.
Yep.
And if you have 8 or more, it becomes +3/+1.
+3. Yeah. Spicy.
So let's put it on the Veteran Adventurer.
Sure. So that makes it a what?
A 6/5
Cool.
with vigilance.
Oh, wait, I should have done it.
Oh.
I'm
or
done.
whatever you have for
I had a chance, and then I missed.
It's not enough.
Man, I thought you were going to go out of control, but we're still at a stalled state. So this is pretty interesting.
I don't.
Let's move to combat.
Yep.
I will attack you
There it is.
for 10.
Okay. No cards in hand?
No cards in hand.
I definitely
Oh, they're like the pre-league cases.
Okay, so the Nissa's land,
It's a 4/4, sorry.
okay, it's a 4/4.
Yeah. I don't know
And
why I
then-
turned into a 2.
So this is a 7/7.
Yep.
I'm gonna block, because that's a 6/5 is
Yep.
what I'm hearing. I'm gonna block there.
Okay.
And damage?
Yep.
Cool.
So he dies.
My guy survives. I'll go up to 31.
And then you'll take 4
Oh, from what? What happened?
from the Nissa land.
Oh, yeah. So what did I say? Go up to 31?
Yes.
And then I'll take 4 down to 27.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
I feel like there was another line there, but I didn't see it in time. I will pass.
Okay.
There we go.
Well,
Introduction's over. I wouldn't get to be careful.
It's like, oh, we'll play this guy.
that's cool.
Okay.
This card will be your downfall.
Ooh.
So it has an activated ability. Pay 2, tap for a target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn.
Okay. You have 2 of those.
Yep. Then we'll move to combat
Mm-hmm.
and bump that up. And pass.
Okay.
I was thinking.
Untap.
Oh yeah, I do draw from that.
Draw.
Forgot about that.
I should have played my land for turn last turn, but I didn't. I've been doing very poorly.
I was like, oh. I was like, I'm going to destroy that. Yeah, so I was like, well,
Okay. 1, 2,
it's kind of a cool card.
5. So let's pay 2 for Gnarled Colony, but I'm going to pay the 3 for the kicker
What does
cost.
that do?
So it's a 2/2, and when it enters, if it was kicked, it gets 2 counters.
Okay.
And all creatures with counters have trample.
Okay.
And then
There you are.
attack you for 4.
Yep.
I couldn't win the game
Um,
if I tried to.
4/4 trample.
If you hadn't been one life. and if you
Right.
had
So I'll block there.
Okay.
Just like last game.
So he will die.
Mhm.
And when he dies, the land goes back to my hand.
Yep.
Pretty much.
And then
Still one.
and you will gain
Yeah, we're gonna put all
8
Oh,
life.
wait, yeah. I was going to gain 4, but no.
So you were at 27.
You have 35.
Yep.
Cool.
And then second main, let's play the land for turn.
Mm-hmm.
Triggers here, so 8 triggers makes 8 more
just
scoots.
like last
Yep.
game. Yeah.
So we're just gonna go 16. Good lord.
Booyah.
And I will pass.
Really great card.
Okay, so here's a neat trick. Um,
This is
so I'm gonna. So you thought you were on a 3-turn clock.
No, I'm on not.
Oh, okay.
Nah, actually, I miscounted that, and I already know the outcome of this. But let's see what
Oh.
you got there.
Well, I'm going to pay 2 to activate this ability right now
Yep.
on the Gomafada.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to move to combat
Yep.
and then put the counter from Aspirant onto Gomafada.
Ooh, nice.
And then I'll swing for 3, cannot be blocked.
And he cannot be blocked. So I'm taking 3, down to 3. Go on, finish me off. What do you got?
Nothing, unfortunately.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Okay. Untap. Part of the cards, baby. Here we
Yeah.
go. Draw.
You're a guy that you fuck up for
Oh, sure.
and then I forgot to.
Alright, time going. He's like, okay, so that's what we were afraid of.
That definitely could have changed our game plan. A little bit.
The biggest thing was that
The new year is
It's
fine.
not like
Well, I'm dead next turn.
Yeah, it did some.
So let's do this now. I am going to pay 1, 2, 3, 4 to cast Deadly Alliance for 1 less. Destroy target creature. We will destroy this guy.
Oh man. Okay.
So
Right.
it
Because that
costs 1 less
subtracts
to
the
cast
party.
for each party.
Yep. Okay.
I even have to go into some administration. Because this count.
And then, do you have 8 in your graveyard yet? No.
Just 4.
Yeah, so let's do it this way then. We're going to go ahead and
I mean, it's still.
pay 3 to equip the Mind Carver
Mm-hmm.
to this Scoot Swarm, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Move to combat
Yep.
and swing all out. So 1, 2, 3. That's 4. That's 2, 9, 10, 11, plus 16. Swing at you for 37.
All right. I'm gonna count because math is for blockers.
Yes, it is.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 10, 11. So that's 37. So that's more than I have life for sure. But I
It's
can.
all down to the
I
blocker
can
math.
simply. What did we say that you're attacking with? 37.
37.
Yeah. So this is easy. I block a Scoot Swarm,
Mm-hmm.
the 2 power one, and then I block.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no. This
You have no cards in hand.
None.
Okay. I'll block your cleric lady
Yep.
with this. And then I'll block another Scoot Swarm, I guess. One of your token Scoot Swarms.
Okay.
And that
So
subtracts
that's
4, so 33. So I'd have 2 life left.
Yep. Good game.
Okay.
And I die on the crackback.
Yeah, I wish we could shake hands after
No,
that one.
we'll air high five for the
Yeah.
camera.
Chow.
All right.